How many hammies are going to be pulled tonight on SB Fantasy Football? And we're live. Welcome to the SB Fantasy Football Podcast with your pals Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Alan.
I'm RD. What's up, man?
You know what? Just living the dream. We got Ms. Ike in the house. What's going on, Mike? Hope you're doing good, brother.
Keeping my mic very high tonight. It's gonna be high.
New headphones.
Oh no, I've had them for a while.
Okay.
I got them for like a
Just
birthday gift.
very big.
Oh, dude, you got to
with
put these on.
Yeah.
You don't. There's
Don't
no,
feel a thing.
yeah,
You don't feel
no.
anything.
They
That's
are
nice.
crazy looking. Looks like I'm going to effing space. But yeah, I can't use the other one. Chili chewed up my other ones, and then. But yeah, no. Tyler got me this for a while back ago.
You've been wanting to replace those other ones for a while now, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy me some different. These are more for gaming, so they're not for.
Okay.
Just different sound, whatnot. So, welcome in, everybody. Tonight we are picking our draft order for our home league, the Gangsta Fantasy Football League, and we're going to follow it up with some, interesting ways, fun ways to decide your home league, and go from there.
So, are we talking about the ways that it's done first, or are we doing our draft order first?
You want to do draft order first,
I don't care.
or do you want to talk? I mean, here's some fun ways that you can. Now, AI put a bunch of weird stuff in there.
Well, AI is dumb.
And it's like, hey, go pay a bunch of money for all this different stuff. But then it finally got to, so a Wonderlic test. Have you ever taken that?
I've never taken the Wonderlic. We should do that sometime. We should do that.
I feel like everybody's seen the video of the dudes running like a 40-yard.
The 40, yeah. They're at like their local rec center track. It's like one of those tracks that's upstairs at the rec center, and you see them just going at it, and you see a couple guys pulling hamstrings, and
they pull up.
I've
I've seen the outside one too, outdoor one, and it's like I feel like I'd have more fun doing like indoor run. It's always fun to run indoors. Like darting around like a school or something like that, or inside of a Walmart, like you're just super fast, or any place that has like carpet indoors.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. It seems wild as hell. But yeah, have you done anything else? Because you've been playing fantasy for a long time, and you've been in a lot of leagues.
So most of the ones I do are standings from last year, like reverse standings. Like I had the one that I was in with a bunch of people from work, and that's how they did it. But it was a kind of a keeper, like you kept 3 players every year type thing, right? And so they would do reverse standings. A lot of the ones I do, it's just random order, right? You just have the random order. My dynasty leagues, of course, is by standings, but you're dealing with more like dynasty type stuff, right? But with those, it's not just the worst gets the highest pick. They go playoffs. They have like a playoff for the number 1 overall pick.
Oh,
so
no
like
kidding.
everyone who's in the loser bracket has the ability to get the number 1 pick.
So here's my question. So then the winner of that bracket, not like our Toilet Bowl, like our carne asada, right?
Right.
If you win that, you don't get the first pick. It's the person who wins the.
Well, you actually
loser
lose
bracket.
that, right?
Yeah.
In the carne for the
Right.
carne asada, it's the lowest scoring team in the last 2 weeks of the season during the playoffs. Of the teams that don't make the playoffs, your top 4.
Yeah. But you said you win it, so like
you
the
win
winner
it. So
of
yeah,
that
you
bracket,
go through and you got to win. Yeah.
All right. So like essentially the number 5, 5th place team
Could take it.
could
yeah.
be the number 1 pick.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Well, now the playoffs are a little bit bigger in there. Like I think it's like the top 6 teams go in the playoffs. But I think
since
these
the
are like
bigger
12 team
Yeah.
type things. But yeah. So as long as you don't make the playoffs, you have the opportunity to get that first pick.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of fun ways to do it. If you have a creative way, definitely drop it.
I saw a video yesterday where these guys were like, it's an hour before our draft and we committed the closest to pin gets it, and it's pouring rain. So they're out at the golf course,
Okay.
pouring rain, hitting closest to pin on a par 3.
I'd be in on that.
They were like, hey, we committed to this.
Yeah.
We got to see it through.
Right.
No lightning, just pouring rain. So the golf course let them on to.
It's like all that, like, you could just pick another day. You know what I mean? Don't wait.
It's an hour before the draft.
But pick something where you could move it up. Like, hey, let's all get together like the Friday before if we have to, or like the week
Right.
before. If it says it's raining for the next 5 days,
Well, probably what they planned on doing was playing golf that day, right? And you take golf right into the draft,
that'd be fun.
and
That's
they
a whole day. It's a whole day drafting though, especially like with
the
us.
way that we do it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean it's 4 or 5 hours. 5 hours.
We show up a good hour and a half to 2 hours before the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the draft is
Invited.
yes,
We're invited.
We show up to eat, right?
Yeah.
Our host always has some barbecue for us, some
Yeah.
pulled pork, and so we show up to eat, hang out. Some of these guys, it's the only time of the year we see each other, right?
Yeah, no,
And so
yeah.
we're just hanging out, having some fun. It's like, okay, the draft's supposed to start. You've always got one or two guys who's always late.
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever there by the time the draft is supposed to start.
And we used to make side bets and stuff like. I found our old form, our betting form.
Oh man,
Of who was going to, and it's wild. It actually might be on this computer, so I need to pull it up and find it because it's gold.
oh yeah, we had bets. We had side bets for everything.
Yeah.
With prop bets. We prop bet our draft. Like, how many hours into the draft is it before Doc mentions his newest upgrade to the house?
We got an upgrade here. We got this and that. I'm like, it's in here. It has to be in here. But you know what? I'll find it later.
Will so and so show up to the draft? That was always you never knew, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's fun, but that's the kind of shit you don't want to be like. You don't want that stuff. You want everybody to show up. You want everybody to have fun. But yeah, no, we just knew our guy. We know our guys, right? We've known them for so long. We've been friends for so long, and then it just adding stuff like that. It
was fun.
Yeah. We're taking shots, but we're having a good time.
We're having a good time.
Yeah.
We've got a couple guys in there. They don't go by their names. One, I legit just didn't even know his name until I was looking at it.
We still have new guy written down. I didn't even write down Daniel. I'm pretty sure it's Daniel.
Yeah, I think because that's who. Well, either that or some guy named Daniel's going to show up the draft Doc's team if he can't make it. So.
Oh yeah, he said Daniel's drafting my team.
So either Daniel's just some random guy he's sending, or that's the new guy. I don't know, man.
Oh god.
But yeah, so we used to do this at a 5K every year. We had a 5K that we ran at a brewery every single year.
Yeah.
And it
Cobra.
was me, you, and our buddy Gil would be there. And we would have Gil would draw the order for us.
Mm-hmm.
And we always did it before that 5K. That 5K is no longer a thing anymore. That brewery is no longer a thing anymore.
I got bought, sold, and now it's shut down. It's over.
So now we just do it here in the podcast room.
Mm-hmm.
We write all the names down. We throw them in I have like a little witch's brew cauldron. That we normally use, but
that was
we got this here that you 3D printed. That's pretty awesome. So
usually we do it like later at night. I turn all the lights off. We're already kind of liquored up or whatever. But we go so long now. We don't even get strikeout beer going until 8 p.m. And it goes from about an hour and a half. I got people in the house now. It's like we can't be in here all night. We gotta hit the backyard and get the smoking quick.
Right.
Get the cigars going and get the music going or whatever. It froze again. Maybe on your end, I don't see it frozen.
Yeah, I look good.
Sorry there, Mike. All right. But yeah, so I'm actually ready when you are.
Yeah, let's do it. So we got the names. So if you want to,
because the phone is connected to the road. So if these guys want to start complaining,
if anybody wants to call in, you can call in.
Yeah.
Just call Rapid Dave. So pull the name up and say who it is that you're putting in there.
Right. I'm gonna do this.
If you want to show it to me for confirmation.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so we got new guy.
New guy. In. Old.
Some old fuck.
Oh fuck, Jerry.
Yeah.
All good. All right, good. I'm glad it's all good. Shane.
Shane. Shane has been the worst team in the league for a few years now.
He tries
since he came back. Hess.
The only reason he hasn't been like the absolute worst is because Jerry drives half the bad players now from him.
Boner.
Yeah.
We got Boner going in.
There we go.
We've got Brandon, El Rapid Dave.
That thing just blinked. That little clear thing on the camera.
Mike Graham.
Mike. All right. Gee whiz.
Nick. Nick's going in there.
How many players we got in this stupid league?
10. Alan.
Did we used to be a 8? Did we start at 8 team? And
I
then we
can't
went
remember.
To 10?
We might have.
Doc. I was like, I don't think I'd ever go back.
Or
down
are
to
you
8.
thinking about the league?
Yeah, I think so. Because I'm like, dude,
because the league was 8. The league was
pretty
8.
weak. It's pretty weak.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna pull it out of this little guy right here. I got to write down. I didn't write it down, but all right. So what are we doing? We're doing 1 through 10 or 10 through 1?
We typically do 10 through 1
because everybody wants the 10, right?
Everybody,
Well, a lot
different
of
people,
people,
different.
right?
A lot of people want that one. They want CMC this year, as
So-
he's going back in.
You have the list of all the highly sought after first round picks.
I could
because
pull
we
it
are
real
a
quick.
keeper league, and
We're a one player keeper.
One
league.
player keeper.
One player keeper league. Let's
see what's
lower
going on.
those expectations on that. But let's see here. It's not too far up here. We got Josh Allen goes back in this year.
All right.
CMC, CD Lamb, and Justin Jefferson.
So definitely CD Lamb. The news come out about McCarthy, but if you pick up Justin Jefferson, you get to keep him, obviously, and whatever. So it's
2 years.
Yep.
You
All
have
right.
to hold on to him for 2 years. You get to be a player on your team for 3.
T to B, top to bottom. You got it, Mikey. So T to B or B to T?
B to T. We're going 10 to 1. 10 to 1.
10 to 1?
Yeah, that's how we always do it, right?
I thought everybody wants
No, we're going to start with 1.
Yeah, I thought we were
Okay,
gonna do
fine.
1.
We're going to start with 1.
Yeah.
All right.
See, he says T to B. So
Okay.
Our one viewer.
You're going to draw, hand it to me,
Yep.
and I'll read. Just give me 1. 1. And with the first pick
Of the 2024 Gangsta Fantasy Football Draft.
Rapid Dave.
Oh, suck it!
El Brandon.
That's what I'm talking about. Hello, CD Lamb. Who else is available? CMC?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't get it open. I'm all excited now. Hands sweating.
Number 2 pick. New guy.
Oh, yeah.
The new guy with the number 2 pick.
You know what sucks about? I'll talk about it later. All right.
Okay.
It just, you don't want. You usually don't want the number 1 pick because you usually want the 10 hole. But with the talent that's coming out now, you're getting a pretty good.
LOL winner and top pick.
Oh, you can refer to me as your league champion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Did you forget about that?
I did.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Mike with the
Mike,
number
Mike,
3 pick. Mike Graham.
Mike, the number 1 pick is available for trade. Just I need to know what you're coming with.
Just want your left nut. That's all.
But
on
here's
the
the thing.
keychain. On the keychain.
Yeah, here's the thing. I gotta be the one that removes it.
The number 4 pick. El Boner.
Boner. Oh, you're right there, Mike. Yeah, it was the championship. The
New guy was in the. That's right. New guy
Yeah.
was in the championship.
yeah. I remember sending him that text saying, "Welcome to the fucking league, buddy. Welcome to the show."
Chump. Shane
Ooh,
with the number 5 pick. Can't wait to see how he botches that one.
man.
It'll be Bo Nix.
I was is Bo Nix available? That's what he's gonna say. Is Bo Nix
Bo
available?
Nix still on the board, guys? Yeah. Yeah.
It's
No,
just
he
one?
is.
All right, that's just one. Some of those are a little bit.
Where we at? Number 6 pick.
6.
Some old fuck.
Ooh, Jerry.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
Although it looks like Airy. It's like an A without the.
That's how I draw my
It's
J's.
an upside down V.
That's how I draw my J's. All right. There you go.
Boner may take you up.
Maybe. I think I'd be okay with it.
And number 7 pick.
7.
Allen.
Hey,
There
you
we go. I don't mind 7.
You were 7 last year. I think I was
Was I?
6 and you were 7, or
Okay.
vice versa. It was something like that because I was. We were fighting over picks, and you know what? I must have been because I got Amon Ra in the first, so it must have been. There you go. There's one.
Yeah, you drafted him just before I could. Doc in at
Ooh,
number 8.
doctor.
Doc, the doctor is in the house at the number 8 pick.
All right, let's see.
Number 9.
There you go. That's one. I'll make sure there's one left in here. Oh yeah,
Is
Nick. Was it Nick?
Hess.
Ooh,
Hess.
so
Which means this should say Nick on it.
it better because
Let's-
we can't redo this. We can't
We,
redo
we
it.
would 100% have to redo it. So let's see what this says. It doesn't say Nick. We're redoing
it's
it.
Boner again.
Huh. Brandon. No, Nick. It says Nick. It does say Nick.
There you go. There's your
So
order,
our
sir.
draft order is Rapid Dave, New Guy, Mike, Boner, Shane, Jerry, Allen, Doc, Hess, and Nick. So
I think that's how I react every time I get my name
How-
picked. I always jump up and go, "Suck it!" Your number 9 pick, suck it.
so is it CD? Is it CMC?
For me, yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So give me. So it's CeeDee Lamb, CMC. Did Tyreek make the list or make it in there?
I don't know if he's still on a team. He should still be on a team, obviously, right? Unless
right.
someone cuts him.
Yeah. Let me just.
I mean, there's always that opportunity of him being. You don't know for sure. The only players we know for sure that are in are those ones that have to go back into the draft.
Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, CMC, and Josh Allen. So here's my thing. So I traded for Jamar Chase last year for the sole purpose to draft him this year. I wanted to keep Jamar Chase
to keep him this year. Okay.
And because I know Burrow's back, hopefully he stays healthy. Whatever we got to do, to keep him healthy. But I think his upside is going to be phenomenal this year. He did. There's a little bit of a problem with the contract, so I don't think he went to practice today or something like that. But whenever keepers are due, I assume keepers are going to be due 1 week before we draft.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jamar Chase. So with that,
DJ Moore's not in the mix for you?
No, not this year. I love DJ Moore too. I told everybody about him last year. I said, get this guy. He's going to help you out a lot, and he had a hell of a season. But yeah, so I like taking like the studs. I don't want to. It would actually be really good to take CeeDee Lamb in this case because he's going to get those targets. He's going to get that, and they are going to wear his ass out. With CMC, it's an ensemble cast, right? He's not going to I don't think he's going to duplicate what he had last year, the touches he had last year, the amount of it. But me being me right now on the spot, yeah, I'm probably going to take CMC and have a stud at the running back position and a stud at the receiver position. As I get closer to nut cutting time,
we'll see.
Draft day.
There's a lot of tinker stinkers between now and then.
There is. And
a lot.
Looking at that draft order, and Mike's absolutely correct. I think Boner's going to try to make a move. I think he's going to try to make a move. Who's 3? Is it Mike? Mike might try to do something. And so I'm going to kind of
Mike's more of a stand pat type of guy.
Yeah, and that's what I've done. I've never traded my picks. I've never traded my first round pick. I've had a.
He doesn't even like to trade. Period.
Yeah, some people don't. Some people like to stand and just chill. So, looking at the draft order here, that's kind of where I'm weighing. I think CeeDee's going to ball out this year, and I'm like, you know what, maybe right. So you're at the number what?
Number 7.
Number 7 hole. Okay. Perfect. Dude, 5, 6, 7. I love those spots. 4, 5, 6, 7. I love those spots. Keeps the action moving. You don't have to wait too long between draft picks. Last time I was the number 1 pick, I made my pick. I just disappeared for like 30 minutes. I was hanging out in the pool, just kind of swimming around, floating around or whatever. Everybody else up there freaking out. I'm like, well, I guess I'll get my pick when I get my pick. Anybody in particular are you looking at that could possibly be that could fall to number 7?
It's going to be a receiver more than likely.
Because you're keeping Gibbs?
I'm keeping Gibbs. I got Jamar Gibbs. I'm keeping him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's like, I'm good.
Yeah. Because other than that, I'm not keeping Mike Evans. I'm not keeping Brandon Ayuk. I have to let Justin Jefferson go back into the draft.
Yeah. And
Jonathan you wouldn't Taylor, I'm not keeping him.
You wouldn't keep him anyways over Gibbs this year, just with the train wreck there is in Minnesota.
And the expectations for Gibbs this year are really high. He's really incentivized with Amon-Ra St. Brown saying if he goes 1,000 rushing and 1,000 receiving, he's going to buy him whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Gibbs is like, oh, buddy, I'm going to break this.
So CMC is available. So if I say I take CeeDee Lamb, then obviously whoever's after me is going to take CMC.
Right.
Right. I don't know, and I don't think Amon-Ra makes it down to you. Would you be willing?
Either. Yes, I
to
would stack
trade
those
up.
two. No.
To trade up and then stack. That was my second question, but you always answering too soon.
No.
You're not willing to trade up?
No.
Just to get him?
No.
Okay.
I'm okay. I feel like I can get a really good player there, right? Without having to.
I mean, Bijan. That's who Boner's keeping. I think is Bijan. He's keeping Bijan for this year. So,
because Justin Jefferson could quite easily fall to me at number 7.
Yeah.
Right?
So you would be willing to take Justin Jefferson in the first round?
Technically, the second round.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Because everyone's already had their keepers.
But you'd be willing to take him there?
Yes, I would 100%.
As your first pick?
I would be willing to take him, yeah.
Okay.
Right there. Because, again, the whole first round of players is out.
Who's in front of you after Boner?
Shane and Jerry.
Maybe. I don't know. I think one of them would probably hop on it. they somehow get there. So no moves. You're just going to stay pat and then pick the best next up.
Yeah.
Obviously, a receiver. You need a receiver.
And I mean, like looking, just kind of looking through some teams right now, like Deebo Samuel will be out there, and Devontae Adams will be out there as well because,
I mean, you're not going to go Drake London.
Nick's got. Well, I'm looking at teams, right?
Yeah.
And Nick's going to keep Tyreek Hill, right?
Of course, yes.
That's who he's keeping. So that puts Deebo Samuel and Devontae Adams out there.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So those are two guys that are going to be out there. Mike Graham,
Deebo Samuel's so far down on the list. I don't think, and you're not going to pick Devontae Adams, even though we love Devontae Adams. You're not going to pick him in the first.
I honestly don't know who Mike Graham keeps.
Well, Mike, who you keeping?
I mean, he's got Dak, Chris Godwin, Cooper Kupp, Jacoby Myers, Javonte Williams, Alvin Kamara, Travis Kelce, Jake Ferguson, Najee Harris.
He'll keep Kelsey.
Jahan Dotson, Damian Pierce, Cole Kmet, Sam Howell, Brandon Cooks, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he's going to keep Kelsey. He has
Right.
to, right? And so that'll put his others on the lineup or the free market there. Yeah, I mean, here's the crazy thing about fantasy, right? We normally draw this around this time, right? Actually, about 4 days. You said do it last week. We didn't do it last week. Now we're doing it, but it makes everything even more real. It's like, okay, now I got to start figuring out who's going to be available, who's everybody going to keep, and then start figuring out what I'm going to see. Me, it's like, dude, just make your pick and go sit down. You know what I mean? Because I get to pick who I want, and then it's like, okay, I get to sit there for. Here comes 20 more freaking picks. You know what I mean? Like, all right, buddy, I'll see Michael Pittman or Travis Etienne.
It's nice getting that first pick, but then it sucks watching the next 20 guys go off the board.
It does. It does suck. I think last time I got the number 1 overall, I think I finished like third or second.
Yeah, Mike says he's keeping Travis.
He's keeping Travis. Yeah, he has to, right? So, I mean, a lot of these guys fall right back in, and then then you start kind of piecing your team together because obviously, if you're keeping a running back, you're like, okay, I got to get a receiver. I got to get us, and especially in that first round.
Right?
Yeah, you're a PPR league. You want a target magnet. So, buddy, I can feel the screws already being just turned a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's terrible. It's terrible. Nervous already. It doesn't do good on my bowels.
It's the reason why there's so many tinker stinkers.
It really and so looking at this. And say I go CeeDee Lamb, then I got to start thinking running back, right? So by the time it gets back to me, Saquon's gone. I'm not going to take I cannot take, like, say, Josh Allen. There's just no freaking way. And there's really no running backs to be had at that point. I'm not taking Kyron Williams. I just don't believe he's going to duplicate that touchdown. It'll be Lamar there, but then there's really, like I said, who am I going to take? Isaiah Pacheco? A-Chain? No. I'm not taking either one of those guys. I already know who I'm going to take. Never mind.
Okay. Can't wait to draft him before he gets to you, whoever it is.
All right. Yeah, and that's the thing, too. He's like, you wait that long, and then you got to start. You essentially might have to reach. But then you get to, I'll take him in the next round so it doesn't look like I reached too far.
And that's where you start getting in your own way sometimes because you're like, okay, I really want this guy, but I think I might be able to get him next round. And then he goes, and you're like, you know what?
I hate this place. Sucks, I hate this league. I hate everything.
I think that happened to me with a couple players last year, and I lashed out at you and took players that I knew you were going to take just because if I wasn't going to be happy, I didn't want you happy.
Everybody's going to be miserable.
Not just you, just you. And that's the thing with hosting a podcast with you and talking fantasy football as much as we do. We know I could probably go and do your draft for you, and you could do my draft for me. And
yeah. Well, we talk, and just like we talk with other members of our draft too. It's like, hey man, we're looking at this guy. What do you think of? And then, I give honest feedback when we're sitting there talking to our friends, even though we're trying to beat them. We're going to beat their ass. But they're like, what do you think about these two guys? I'm like, well, I like this guy better than this guy. Obviously, I'm going to
give you the pros and cons of both guys.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
And it's like, hey, and then we've talked before. It's like, hey, if you don't draft this guy, I'm drafting. I'm telling you right now, whatever. And then so. And it's happened before. Like, you know what? I'm just leaning a little bit further on this guy. I was like, all right, cool. Thanks. Because I'm drafting this other dude right here. And, I don't. People do crazy shit to win and crazy shit at drafts and whatever. And I get it. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm too much of a nice guy. And I'll I'll just tell people how I feel about certain guys, and they're like, "Hey, who do you think in this round?" Like, I'm going to pick this person.
And there are a couple times where me and you will talk to each other, be like, "Hey, man, I'm looking at this guy or this guy," and we'll just kind of look at you and be like, I'm going to stay out of this conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of skins in the game depending on the two players. And I don't want to give you bad information, right? I don't want to be a dick, but I also don't want you to take my guy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, man, I don't know, man. They're both good.
They're both good. They're both good.
I mean, you'd be happy with either one.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
draft day is always a fun day. It's the best day of the year, like anybody says, because then after draft day, it shit gets real, and then stress kind of gets in. If you're really into it, if you're in multiple leagues, it's quite stressful. Thursday night sucks, Sunday night, Monday night, then you got to worry about waiver wire. You got to get in there and get that action, pick up that player. Someone went down. You're like, shit, I got to do something. So it's enjoy draft day because it's the last day you're gonna be happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And like right now, I'm looking like I'm stressing a little bit because 2 of my drafts are the same day.
Oh God, yeah.
And that's
we always
also
have the dynasty draft after hours, right? Like that later that night.
Yeah, but it's not this year.
It's not in this year.
It's the same. Chris's draft is the same day as Busby's draft.
Oh God, really?
They're both September 1st.
Oh God.
And my kid's got a tournament that day too.
So you're gonna be out there on your phone.
But I'm also like, what are the coaches on the team?
You're gonna be coaching. You're gonna have that pencil right here. You're gonna have your book out, going through the list, checking stuff off.
I've got that going on, and like,
yeah, just throw strikes
with this next like upcoming season and stuff with the kid. She's throwing multiple pitches, and so it's also I'm in charge of like calling the pitches and things. Like, hey, we're gonna throw this, we're gonna throw that.
You don't have a catcher. Can step up and do it.
Not yet.
In 5 leagues, and I have number 1, 3, and 3 so far draft spots. Nice. I just for me, I'm in this league. We'll do.
I don't even know how many I'm in.
Henson's league.
We're
gonna have the Strikeout Beer League. Actually, the SB Fantasy Football League, which draft day will be in about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. We'll post it. My cousin's league. So I'm gonna do 4. I'm not gonna do and Beard Laws. So I'll probably do 5 this year. I'm not going out and finding any random leagues like I did in the previous years.
I'm going to because I'm doing it for content for the podcast.
Yeah.
And I want to do the different draft strategies and on a weekly basis talk about, hey, I'm setting my lineup for these, right? Yeah. I want to do like a lineup show with all my different leagues and just go live and start
every Sunday morning. That's what I do. Right? It was fun. I'm looking to join one more league, but I need the number 1 pick. I need the number 1 overall pick. And I'm willing to get in, and that's all I want. It's for fun. It's a bit. I just need the number 1 pick. We should join a free league because you know how you were doing that what is it called? You did kickers and defenses.
I draft a kicker and then a defense.
Yeah. Just to show
which I will be doing again this year, and I'll be taking Jake Bates with the number 1 pick. Jake Bates and then the Lions defense.
There you go.
It's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. Should be a lot of fun. Football season's fun. It's almost here. It just gets stressful, man. It's always stressful. I'm sitting there smiling because I'm excited, but I'm also completely
yes, Mike.
nervous.
We're actually going to talk about that during the show.
Yeah, Pick'em League is going on.
$100.
Yep, hundo. The big, and we're only doing the big boy.
Paid out weekly.
Mm-hmm. So it got activated today actually. So it's all the same info. Well, I will text you. We'll text the group. Yep. But yeah, you're more than welcome to get in and then get the guys in from work.
Yeah, you got all the guys you get in. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so draft order selected for this. What are some ways that you guys decide your draft order? Let us know. Shoot us a message, leave a comment, all that fun stuff. We're ready for fantasy football.
Absolutely.
So ready. And we've just been talking about ideas for content upcoming for these upcoming shows. We're really looking forward to it, as well as some extra content throughout the week. You'll be getting especially once the season starts, right? You're going to start getting multiple shows throughout the week of waiver wire, sit start, all kinds of stuff. There'll be probably a few times where we just go live just to, hey, we're live. What do you guys want to talk about? Right? Let's just have some fun, right? So looking forward to it for sure. But you know what, guys? Thank you so much for watching. Do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, tell a friend. All that fun stuff. Thank you guys for listening. As always, I'm Alan.
Marty!
We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.